Good evening, cons. Welcome to my channel. And today we'll be going over on how and where to farm Orokin cells in Warframe. Yes. So to start off, we'll start where to farm Orokin cells. And when it comes to farming Orokin cells, there are three locations that are my personal favorite. The first one would be the survival mission in Ceres, Gabby. And as you can see, it's a dark sector survival mission, meaning that it has an additional drop chance boost, which is great when it comes to farming any type of resource. The second location that I would recommend would be the boss fight on Saturn, Tethys, where you fight Sargus Rook, as on his death it is guaranteed that you get one Orokin cell. And by the end of the fight you also get Ember, so if you don't have Ember, it's a great way to farm both Ember and Orokin cells. And the third location that I would recommend would be the boss fight on Deimos, the Lephantis fight, since he also has an additional drop chance of dropping Neurodes. So if you have a need of Neurodes and Orokin cells, Lephantis would be the best location to choose, I'd say. However, today I'll be going over on builds that are optimal for the survival mission on Gabby. When it comes to choosing warframes, there are two warframes that come up to my mind, which are Korra and Necros. And Necros is pretty his abilities are pretty simple and self-explanatory. As most of us know, his third ability, Desecrate, gives a 54% chance of an extra loot upon enemy's death. Yeah? So he's just a great warframe in general, a great tank, a great farming warframe. So he's a must-have when you go on any survival missions, at least in my opinion. As you can see, the build on this warframe for this Necros is mostly focused on range, so that his Desecrate can cover as many enemies as possible. There are of course like a type 2 ways to increase the radius up to 70%, but when it comes to that mission with Korra, I'd just suggest going with over 47 would be pretty much enough. However, in Korra's case, she will be mostly a DPS oriented warframe. Yeah, so the build that I have on her right now is mostly focused on steel path survival missions. However, that build could also be applied to any survival mission in general. And having a pilfering strangle dome is a must-have, since that augment gives her a 65% chance of dropping additional loot upon enemy's death. So when it comes to survival missions, Korra and Pilfering Strangledome is a must-have. As you can see, that build is mostly focused on range and duration of the fourth ability. Yeah, since you want your fourth ability to grab as many enemies as possible and to last as long as possible. So 30 seconds is good, and 19 meters is pretty much enough, I'd say. Since it's a Ceres Gabby survival mission has pretty weak enemies, they range between 15 to 20 level. They'll easily die by Strangle Dome itself. For 100 damage like every second, they'll just die by themselves. However, if you're planning to stay longer, I'd suggest choosing a good melee weapon that has a slash status effect on it, such as Scary, at least in my opinion. Yeah, my Scary is mostly focused on slash, so that Necros' third ability, yeah, could work in the most efficient way. So yeah, again, when choosing a team, yeah, I'd suggest just going with Korra and Necros. You could also get the second Necros and increase the drop chance, and just have two Necroses alongside with Korra. But just having Korra and playing solo, you could get lots of Orokin cells. So in 15 minutes you'd usually get starting to ranging from 5 to 8, sometimes even more Orokin cells. So yeah, anyways, that is the end. Thank you for watching the video, and yeah, good luck.